YouTube, what's up? Back at our little spot. Seems to be a quiet spot. There's been only a couple cars driving by. Here's one right now. But it's much less awkward than pulling off in that neighborhood. Anyway, so this is the new diorama. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you've seen quite a bit of it. There's still quite a bit left to do. For example, the front patio of the store, there's a lot of detail to add there. More trees, bushes, things of that nature. Yesterday I did get the fence added, which was more difficult than I thought it would be, because the ground along the edge here there's just a lot of plaster. It wasn't even at all, so I had to scrape away some of the plaster, and then even still, when gluing the fence down, there was a huge gap underneath it, so I had to add a bunch. The glare on the screen is so bad I can't really see what I'm filming, but had to add a bunch of dirt to build it up just to fill in the gap. But I do like it a lot better with the fence. Anyways, so I brought along a pile of cars, all of which are Greenlight. Some newer castings, some older castings. The Explorer here obviously is an older casting that we don't hardly ever see in a civilian deco. It's almost always police deco. And Greenlight has announced a bunch of new castings. They've got the Mini Cooper. They're doing a Cosworth Ford Escort. They are doing a Jeep Cherokee Laredo, like the one Johnny Lightning has, but I'm sure it'll be a lot better. They're doing a 2021 Chevy Tahoe, and they're doing a 1980s El Camino. So there's a whole bunch of awesome stuff that they got coming out, and I know I'm missing at least a couple. A Dodge Diplomat, 1980s Dodge Diplomat. That's going to be a sick little car. So a lot of stuff to look forward to from Greenlight. Some of the new stuff that they've brought out in the last 2 years, we've gotten the Nissan Titan. I think the Ford GT was the last 2 years. The four-door 510 is brand new. They've had the 510s out for a while. The Ford Lightning, or the F-150, that's fairly new. The Ford station wagons are pretty new. The Mercury Cougar's brand new. The Monte Carlo's brand new, although this sucks. You gotta wheel swap the Monte Carlo to give it any hope. The wheels that come on this car are less than desirable. And I did bring a couple others that I have here that we'll switch out. But anyways, so the diorama, I grabbed these buildings at a local train shop a couple of weeks back. Like this little brick building here was $2. Somebody scratch made it. So for $2, I was like, yeah, I can definitely put it to good use. This one here was a little bit more. It was $10. This was a model kit that somebody put together, and it's got some nice detail, but it needs to be redone, and so I will redo it. I'll paint it, and I will reapply the signs so that they're proper. And then it came with a whole bunch of stuff for the front too, like a park bench, and I've got some other accessories that I can put in there, like a phone booth and like a mailbox and a fire hydrant, stuff like that. This is the first diorama that I've made in a while where I went with tile grout instead of actual dirt. There is dirt on it, but for the main part of the dirt lot here, I use tile grout. Basically because I wanted a more compacted, higher traffic look to it. Really curious how that fence is showing up here. I'll have to watch it back to see. I know, you know, in person it looks so much better with the fence. And then this little diorama here, I'll probably end up giving away. It's really, it takes nice pictures actually. It's just, it's not practical for the size. I just don't feel like there's enough detail out of it, because they're actually pretty close to the same size. This one here is a little bit bigger, but this is still a really good size, and there's not a lot of eye appeal to it. But for anybody that's looking for a nice parking lot to photograph your cars, this is definitely a good diorama for that. So if you're local in Phoenix and you want it, just let me know and you can come get it. It'll be free. And actually, you know what? I would ship this if somebody wants this. But if I ship it, I make no guarantees that the fence will stay intact. But if you pay the shipping, I'll ship this to you at no charge. I'm thinking it's probably going to be around $20 to ship it domestic. Let's see what else. Here's a new release from Greenlight. Awesome truck. Bummer that it has major bed tilt, because without the bed tilt, it would be one of my favorite Greenlight releases ever. I just can't figure out a way to get rid of that bed tilt. Man, there are some flies out here today. What else? It's a pretty sweet little Volkswagen here. I'm gonna cut this video short because these flies are driving me nuts. And there's not much to look at anyways that we haven't already seen. This is more just getting the diorama outside to see what it looks like. It definitely needs more trees, so that'll probably be the finishing touch. More trees, and then I'll fix up this building here, because the different angles that you can get on this thing. Let's see if I can rotate it without the cars going anywhere, and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. The practicality of this diorama is pretty insane, the different angles that you can get. It's by far the best layout that I've done in those regards. Get some really nice shots over here. I can't see what's on my screen here. That's what sucks about doing these outside, is the sun glare is so intense that I can't see my phone. But anyways, a lot of really cool angles. So I'm really happy with the result of this little layout. This will be one of those layouts like the house that I made where I'll end up keeping this one for a long time. Eventually I'll probably sell it. But I would just, I just want to get the finishing touches done so that I can be on to the next. So anyways, that's it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. Toy Pimp will be coming very soon. Guys, take care.